Welcome back guys, time for another exciting video, and today I have a phone which you have already seen 8 to 10 months before. This is the Galaxy A53, the mid-ranger from the Samsung, and when this phone was launched, the price was around 35,000. But now you can buy this phone as low as in 28 to 29,000 without card offers. If you apply some card offers, of course, 28,000 also it is possible. At 35k, it was not a great deal, but at 29k, this is a serious phone you should consider. Of course, there is no charger in the box, so cut the point with that. Even if you buy Samsung, Apple premium phones, you're not going to get charger, so I'm not going to talk about that. Getting back to this phone, the design of this phone, guys, is seriously very good. Yeah, it's a cheap plastic phone, easily can be scratched. I hope you have already seen the durability. But one thing I really like about this phone is the color choices. I mean, they bring you so many color choices, but you can apply some skins, like if you want, you can change the look of your phone whatever you want. The phone is very lightweight. There is a matte finishing back panel. You won't see any fingerprint marks at all. The camera layout is properly fixed, like there's no standalone cutout, because this is a waterproof phone, so everything has to be sealed and shut. It's simple, it's a minimal, it's elegant and classic looking phone. You're getting the in-display fingerprint sensor, not the side mounted. In the summary, this is a balanced display, I would say, not the best display. You're getting the 6.5 inches display, and it is a 120 Hz AMOLED display, and it's bright, 800 nits of the peak brightness. It looks good. See, if the display is your priority, there are so many good phones available. Realme 10 Pro Plus, if you want the curved display, Vivo V25 Pro, again the curved display, and about the same price segment. More bright display, you can go with the iQOO, Redmi phones. There's so many good choices available. So I'm showing you a bit of a speed test just to give you guys an idea like how is the performance. So the direct competitor of this processor is the Snapdragon 778G, because it was there on the Samsung's previous phone, 778G Plus, or the highly popular Snapdragon 870, which you can easily get in this price segment. I mean, under 30k you can easily get up to 25k. Also you can get the, and even Dimensity 8100 is available at the 20k, 22k on the Redmi K series. So it's possible, but those phones may have their own pros and cons, right? This device works very well if you're a casual user. See, like you're launching a smaller application, not so much heavy games and other stuff, like not the complete web-based application, and that again depends on the internet connectivity and the speed. And the device I'm using, and all these devices which you are seeing on the speed test, they are on the 6GB RAM. So yep, that also matters. So all the CPUs that I'm showing you, they have this kind of common issue, like if you launch so many applications, they tend to slow because the RAM is less. So that's the thing. But yeah, it's slightly inferior than compared to all the CPUs I have named about 770, 870. If you're a serious gamer, like you are really pro user, you spend a lot of time with the phone, so this CPU is not for you. You have to look for some other powerful CPUs, especially Snapdragon 870 with the combination of at least 8GB of RAM. In this price segment, the most common setup is one higher megapixel sensor, could be 64, 50, I think 50 is the most common. 108 followed by 8 plus 2, the most common setup. In this camera setup, you're not going to get any of the 8 or 2 MP shit. You get the 12 plus 5 plus 5 with a combination of 64 MP main sensor. The photo quality with this phone, I would say they are very good Instagrammable shots, like sometimes vibrant, sometimes you get the good detail. I'm saying sometime because this is the common trend with all the phones. You need to give time, you need to see the lighting condition, you need to do some adjustment. I have taken all the photos in the auto mode, so that's why I said sometime. Okay, For comparison, I'm showing you some other phones like the Sony MX766, OnePlus Nord 2T, and the iQOO Jet 6, which is again 64 MP. So just for a comparison, you can check out the how's the quality and overall in comparison to that. So yeah, it's pretty good. I'm not saying it's a best quality. Yeah, it's a very good shot. But other sensors are usable, like you can take slightly better ultra wide, you can take better macros than all these phones. So yeah, it's better than that. On the selfie, you're getting a 32 MP selfie. You do have option of taking ultra wide selfies also, which is again good in this phone. And you can also film 4K selfie videos from this phone. Yeah, there are also some other phones like the Motorola Edge 30, which allows you to film 4K front videos. 2K videos you can film from the Infinix phone, but other phones are mostly just 1080p. So quality is good on the front camera, as you can see. From the rear camera, you can film up to 4K 30 FPS with the support of OIS. If you really want a phone with the great video capability, there are some other phones which can film up to 4K 60, that's possible, or they can also film 4K 30, the ultra wide with the OIS. You have to go with the Nothing Phone 1 or the Motorola Edge 30, but for the most general users, you get the OIS 4K 30, which is great. Quality is again has no problem. So you get the usable camera sensors and camera setup. There's nothing wrong with it. It's perfectly okay. Speakers of this phone are nice. You get the dual speaker, and on the combination you also have the Dolby Atmos customization. So I don't find any problem with the speakers. They are loud and they are very decent. Even at the full volume, you're not going to see any kind of distortion at all. I think couple of years back, at least just 1 or 2 years back, almost all the Android manufacturers, they are giving 1 year of software update. Even though right now it is possible, you see the Infinix latest phone, the 030 Ultra, launched in the 30K price segment with the Android 12, that is going to get only one bigger Android 13. That's it. So there are so many problems. Redmi phones are very poor in the software updates. Vivo phones are very slow in the software updates. Like, they all have problems. What's good with this phone is you are getting 4 major version of Android update followed by 2 extra or 5 years of security update. So this phone launched with the Android 12 out of the box. It has already received the Android 13, and you're going to get Android 14 in 23, you're going to get Android 15 in 24, and you're going to get Android 16 in the year of 2025. This is such an incredible software update. You're not going to see in any phones as of now. And even the software update is very quick. So this ROM is complex. There are so many features, but it's One UI. I still like it because after the OxygenOS, when it was merged with the Oppo, there's no better ROM. This is very good. The memory management is very good. It's fast and fluid. The Samsung secure Knox, the secure folder. There's so many good features. Samsung keyboard. Like, I'm not just praising it. In seeing the other competition, you get some better advantage here. You're getting the 5000 mAh battery, which is pretty normal. You get in most of the phones these days. Yes, there is no charger and there is no super fast charging. It's possible on this price segment you can get 210 watt, but you have to see your requirement. Like, if you really want the faster charging phone, this is not for you. But for the long run, for at least 3 to 4 years, this is very much like you should charge your phone slowly. Battery backup is easily like 1 to 2 days mixed to heavy usage. No problem in that. Depends on like if you're using the always on display, your mileage may vary. If you're on the 5G, 4G, so your things will vary. And yeah, you get a lot of 5G bands. Almost all networks are being supported. No matter wherever you are living, you're getting the perfect 5G networks. Okay. So many things, guys, I have told you about this phone. There is always plus and minus in all the features in all the devices. But at 20 to 29K, considering all the features that you're getting, it's a very, very good option for a long-term user. Say if you're a casual user, you're not doing gaming things, like I never play games. So for me, like, any good phone should work, provided I'm getting update, my battery is working fine, my phone is durable, like it's waterproof. So I'm okay with that, because those things basically make your mind to change your phone. Yes, of course, after 3 years, there will be a lot of great technologies and all these specs you can get under 10 to 15k is definitely possible. But if you're a person like you just use phone casually for 2 to 3 years, you don't want to buy a lot of phones for everywhere, so this is a very perfect phone. Now at this price segment, I think it works very well. If it was 35k, I wouldn't recommend it because the Exynos 1280 is not very great option, but under 30k this is a good option. So you should consider this phone if you're looking to buy a phone for at least 2 to 3 years of usage. This will definitely works very well with you. So those are my thoughts, guys, with this phone. Do let me know what's your thought in it. Thank you so much. Hope you enjoyed it and have a great day.